Hello and welcome to my channel, Handmade by Michelle Clark. Today we're going to use the method of print and cut to decorate this face mask using a transfer paper for dark colors. The paper we're going to be using is made by Photo Paper Direct and is for dark colors. The link is going to be on the description of this video. This is an excellent transfer paper. I have used it before for shirts and as well as face masks. I have washed it in the washer. I have dried it. I have washed it by hand. I have done everything to those shirts and face masks, and they're still standing. The picture looks the same as the first day that I put it on. So I really like this paper. I have bought it like many times. This brings 10 sheets. 8.5 times 11, and it's for you to use it in your inkjet. So you're gonna use it in your regular printer, not a laser printer, in your inkjet printer. You can use it with a regular iron, or you can use it with your press. So we're going to use this paper to place an image on this face mask. The first thing we're going to do is to go into our computers or laptop, and we're going to open the Design Studio of Cricut. We're going to work with that program today since we want our Cricut to cut the image. So now we're going to open and select a new project. I'm going to take the lines away so you can see better. And we're going to upload an image that I already put in my desktop. So we click where it says upload. Then we click on browse so we can find it in our computer. And my image is on the desktop, and I called it Power. So we're going to find the image that we want. We're going to click on it. We check that that's the one that we're looking for, and then we click insert. So we uploaded our image. Now we need to put it in the system, we need to select the quality of our image. So we're going to put it in complex. So since our image has a lot of colors, I want it to be vibrant and to include every single detail. So I check my image to see if there's anything that I need to erase or clean the image. And right now it is perfect like that. I am going to leave the white line around it because my face mask is black. So I wanted to see the white ring around it. So here it tells me if I wanted it for print and cut or if I wanted it for a cut. And I'm going to select print and cut since this is the method that I'm going to be using. Plus, the image is not SVG, it's a PNG. So now our image is inside the system, the Cricut Program Studio. Now we're going to select it, and now we have it to work on it. Now I'm going to fix the size because it's too big for our face mask. So I want it to be below 3 inches. So I'm fixing it, and then this paper, when we send it to print, we have to use the whole paper. We have to use the whole sheet of paper. And it's not that it's really expensive, but I don't want to be wasting paper on nothing. So I am going to fill out my page so I can use the image later. Even though I only want one of this image right now, I'm going to put more. Well, I normally do that and save my images in this envelope. I have tons of images that I just print out to save paper and have it there whenever somebody asks for a mask with those decorations, or if I want to put it in a shirt or anywhere that I want to put it, if I want to use it on a mug or anything. I just have it there ready, and that way I didn't throw out that paper. I will find something to do. So now we're going to duplicate our image. I want 2 of the same size so I can use it on mask. And the rest of the space, I'm going to use it with the same image but bigger So I can probably apply it to a shirt later. That way I can combine a shirt and a mask. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Not too big because I want all of my 3 images to be on the same paper. I don't want to waste a lot of sheet of paper. So after I have it on the size that I need, I'm going to click Make to check if my images are on 1 sheet of paper. I also need to check that all of my images said on the side print and cut. If it doesn't say print and cut, then I have to select the image and click on the button that says flatten. I will flatten my image, and that way the Cricut is going to know to use the method of print and cut. My images are already ready. All of them says print and cut. So let's check on make, and I can see that they're not on the same page. So let's go back, change the size. I imagine the big one needs to be a little bit smaller so they can all fit in 1 sheet of paper. And there it is, exactly what we needed. Now they're all in 1 paper. This type of paper doesn't need to be mirrored. You can print it just like it is. If it was, this company has another one for light colors, and that one you need to mirror the image. But for the paper of dark colors, you don't need to mirror the image. You just put it the same as it is. So always check that you have the dark color paper or if you have the light color paper. So this one, dark color, no mirroring. So our picture is ready. We can send it to cut. So now we're going to send it to the printer. We're going to select the printer that we're going to use. I'm not using the one next to me because this printer, I use it for sublimation. So I'm going to use the other printer that I have in the back, and it's an HP. So I'm going to send it to the printer. I have to check that it says bleed. I have to leave the button that it says bleed so my Cricut will know where to cut. Then I'm going to check where it says dialog with the printer so I can see the setting of my printer, because for this paper I can put that is regular copy paper, or I can put, I normally use presentation matte paper. So I'm just gonna click print, and that will open the dialog with my printer so I can select the paper and the quality of the printing. So the paper I'm going to use is the presentation matte presentation paper, but you can use regular paper. But I like how the image looks with this. And for the printing, the colors and the quality, I'm going to leave it on normal. A lot of people like to use like best quality, but for this paper, I have read and seen the videos, and I have done testing on myself, and it is better when you just put it normal. It prints perfectly on the paper, and then the image, it is very, the colors are perfect on the fabric. So I'm just going to leave it with normal, and then I'm going to send to print. Before sending it to print, I'm going to take out my paper so I can put it on the printer. You need to see how you're supposed to place your paper on your printer. I like that this paper has the logo on the back, so you can see the one without the logo. That's where it's gonna print, and the logo is the part that it doesn't, you're not gonna print on top of that. And that shows me in my printer I have to put this side up. I have to put the logo side up, so the printer will turn around the page and print on the other side. So you need to check your printer how you need to place the paper, but I really like how they put the big logo. Okay, so we already printed our image. We have it here. I let it rest for a few minutes so the ink, the paper would absorb all of the ink it is good that you do that, since the maker is going to be cutting around it, so your ink doesn't splash all over the paper. So after you see that everything is dry, then we're going to place it in the Cricut mat so we can send it to cut. So I'm going to use my green mat. That normally I use the purple one, but since my green is a little bit dirty, I can put the paper there without breaking it. So we're going to put it in the green mat. We're going to place it inside our maker, our Cricut. We're going to put the paper in, the mat in. And now we're going to select the type of paper that the Cricut is going to cut. I'm going to use regular paper, copy paper, the one that says copy paper 20 pounds, because this is just like regular paper and it cuts it perfectly like that. So I select my paper. Now for the pressure, I normally use more pressure, but this paper is so thin that we don't need to use a lot of pressure. So I'm going to leave it as the regular pressure that it puts. And we're going to send it to cut. Everything is ready. So our Cricut is done. It already cut everything. We're going to take it out of the machine. I don't know if you can see there, but there is a line where you can see the cut. There's like a gray line, and in between the gray line, you can see the cut that the Cricut did. So our images are perfect that way. And we're going to take it off the mat, put our mat away. We don't need the computer anymore, so let's just click on finish. I'm going to save my project just in case somebody ordered this again. I already have it there and ready. I just have to send it to print and cut. So I'm gonna give it a name and save it. Close my Design Studio. Close my laptop because I need the space. Put everything away. Sorry about the cables in the middle. I should have moved the cable before we started. Let me turn off my Cricut. And now we're going to take the image out so we can iron into the face mask. I'm going to use this black face mask and put it right in the center. The first thing I need to do is to iron the face mask to get out all of any moisture that is there, and also to take out all of the wrinkles, because it's better to have a flat surface to work on. So I always do this to take out every single wrinkle and any humidity in the fabric. So you see, I don't know if you can see it there, that is flat. It's gonna be better to put our image on top. Now we need to take our image from the paper. I'm going to use my Cricut tweezers so I can grab it, because this paper is so thin. So you see, I got it all. Look at how we cut it perfect. And now I can save my other two images in that paper with no problem. I don't know if you can see how thin it is. So now let's place it on top. Let's put it in the center of a mask. Check that everything is exactly how you want it. And now I'm going to use a paper to protect my image. And then I'm going to put a Teflon sheet on top. So this paper, this is not wax paper. This is parchment. And on top, I'm going to use Teflon sheet. So now I'm going to just take my tiny a tiny iron from Cricut, and I'm going to just go in circles. If you can see, this one only has 3 settings, so I'm in setting number 2 in the middle. So I'm in the second one, and that's the perfect temperature that I need. And I just go around in circles and putting a little bit of pressure. I like to go around many times since this is a face mask and we have to wash the face mask so frequently. I don't want my image to break or to fall or anything. So I think I overdo it actually in the ironing, but I like doing this. So far I haven't had any complaint from anybody. So after I think that I got everything, you can also leave it in one place and just count to 30 because this one doesn't have a timer like the Easy Press 2 does. I'm checking, everything looks good. This paper, don't lift the paper while it's hot. This type of paper you have to wait to cool down a little bit before lifting the paper. So I'm just gonna do it a little bit more and apply a little bit more pressure to make sure that all of the edges are already in the fabric. So I think it's perfect. You can see that the paper has lifted by itself. So now we can take it carefully so we don't lift the image. And as you can see, it's perfect. There's nothing no side that is a little bit lifted or anything. We don't have any wrinkles. It is perfect. It looks like if it's printed in the fabric. I like the colors, how they turn out. So now, I'm telling you, I over iron everything. So I'm ironing it again. You don't have to do it. I just do it because I like to wash my face mask very frequently. So just in case, let's do it a little bit more to make sure. You don't have to do it this much. That's just me. But so far, nobody has complained, which is good. So now we're ready. The paper didn't get stuck there. Let's do it on the other side. A little bit on the back. And our image is ready. It's perfect. You see, you can even stretch out this paper and it won't break. That's exactly how I wanted it. So now we're ready. That's all you needed for the print and cut. You can use any image. This was a very simple circle for the Cricut to cut. But if you can see the images that I have that I decorated in my Maker, I did that with print and cut as well. And it cut on the edges very well. So now I have my big image and my little image. I can use the big one in the shirt, and I can actually combine the t-shirt with the face mask. So I'm gonna leave it there for another project. But my mask is ready to go. I can send it out to my clients. And I hope you like my video, and please like and subscribe. Bye.